What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Golemmcr coming at you with the work in progress balance changes for April 2025 season 70. These changes are not final. The balance team will take your feedback and decide on a finalized version. So let's quickly scroll through these. So we got the tornado, its damage is going down 50%. We got the rage, its damage is going down 23%, and we have the monster, its hit points are going down 4%. We have the dagger duchess, its hit points are going down 4%. We have the berserker, its hit points are going up 8%. Alright, we have the bush, it's going up 13% hit points. Tesla's going up 18% pulse damage. Lumber's going to 2 cycles. Ghost is going up 10% hit points. The goblins deploy time's going up from 1.2 to 1. It looks like they're making the deploy time of all the goblin cards longer. I'm confused a little bit, but then their first hit time's going to 0.6. So, and the ghost damage is going up. All right, we can just get into it. All right, I don't need to try to read off every balance change from the picture. I don't even know why I read it. But anyways, let's start off with the first one. So we got the tornado. It's going down damage minus 50%. So before it had 168, now it has 84. I still think it's going to be a strong card. It'll be a lot harder to use it to cycle and destroy their towers, but I still think it'll get a ton of value on defense and offense, and I still don't think it'll stop being like S tier or A tier, because just with all the king tower activations and everything else you can get, it's just really strong still, and I don't think this little damage nerf will do much. Alright, so we got the lumberjack. So the lumberjack is getting a rage nerf. So rage is going to do 23% less damage. So before it did 192 hit points, now it's only going to do 148. So I guess they're trying to make it so like rage and NATO, like you can't really cycle them on your opponent's tower as much to take them out. But I still think both these spells will be really strong, because I don't think damaging your opponent's tower is really like what people use them for anyway. So I still believe both these spells to be very strong. We got the Goblins nerf. So the monster HP is going down 4%. So before, the hit points was about 2,393, and now the hit points is going to 2,304. I really like this nerf. I think Goblins just has too like good of stats, and it's too annoying and too many cycle decks just to spam Goblins as your only like defensive out. I don't think it was super strong before this nerf, but I mean I don't hate it honestly. I don't think it'll make it like terrible. So we have the dagger duchess, so it's getting a 4% damage nerf. So before it had a 112 hit points, now it's gonna do 107 hit points. I'm guessing that's like damage per second. But yeah, I guess like its DPS was a little too strong. I don't know. I didn't really think that, but I guess some people are complaining about Dagger Duchess lately, so it is what it is. I still think Princess is a lot better than all the other towers. So honestly, I'm not really a fan of this nerf, but okay. And then we have a Berserker buff. I mean, I honestly don't think it's necessary. This might sound like a completely like wild take, but I honestly already think the Berserker is like super good. Like it has 0.5 hit speed, like it hits super fast. Like that card is really good. I feel like it just didn't get much love, but at the same time, I really do think that it didn't really need a buff, and it still could be good in the meta even without a buff. But this should definitely make it get a lot more love and a lot more play. So we got the Suspicious Bush. They're doing a Bush Goblin damage buff of 13%. So before it did 227 hit points, now it's doing 256. So I think this will make it a lot more usable. I'm kind of nervous now. Like I hope like Bush cycle spam isn't like super meta, because especially with Dark Goblin being such a broken out, I could see Bush Dark Goblin Evo decks going wild. This might just be like what Bush needed to make it like a solitaire win condition for cycle, with being able to spam Evo darts. So we'll see how this plays out. And then we have the Evo lumberjack. Oh wait, no, we have the Evo Tesla. It's getting a buff to its pulse damage, so it's doing 174 from 148. I really do like this buff. I feel like the Tesla was pretty overshadowed before this buff, especially after the big Tesla nerf before. So hopefully with this Tesla buff, it can start making its way back in the meta. I feel like Expo's really fallen off, unless you're like tier 0, like Hunter. So maybe more building decks in like Mortar and Expo. I don't even think Mortar plays Tesla, but maybe Expo can come back more. Sorry. Excuse me. We have the Evo Lumberjack, so it's getting a rework. So it's going to be a 2 cycle card, and its ghost damage is going to go up 10%. So this is a huge nerf. I think this card's going to be dead now. I think it was very strong before this nerf, but I just think it's going to be dead after this nerf. Like, I'm not going to play a 2 cycle 4 elixir card in any deck. The only deck I could even think of it playing it, like Golem or like Giant or something. But yeah. Alright, so we got the Goblins being reworked. All the Stab Goblins will receive a first-time hit nerf, with the goal of nerfing the Goblin Gang to compensate for the corresponding side nerf effects. Side effect nerf of Goblins, Goblin Barrel, and Evolved Goblin Barrel that will get a deploy time increase. So, I guess they're going to take longer to deploy, but they're going to like hit faster? Or wait, no. Or do they deploy fucking... I guess they're gonna take shorter to the... They're gonna deploy sooner, but then they're gonna like... They're not gonna hit as fast. That's like definitely a nerf in my opinion. Cause like, yeah, like they're just gonna you're gonna do their first hit, like they're gonna have more of a delayed. So like they're gonna be like way easier to like get map now without getting their DPS. I don't know how cycle players feel about this, but to me, like, all the Goblins has gotten, like, super nerfed. Like, I honestly feel like this is, like, a big nerf to all of them. Like, I just don't think the deploy time matters, like, that much. But that's my take on that. Like, I think Goblins got a big nerf with this. Even the Goblin curse caught a stray, bro. They literally took out their whole family, bro. Holy guacamole. Wow, look at those Goblins, those nerfs. Dude, I feel like a cycle just got shredded this update. Holy cow. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Yo guys, let me know what you guys feel about this update. I don't necessarily think the Berserker nerf or the Berserker buff was necessary. I feel like it wasn't getting much love, but it wasn't necessarily a bad card. Honestly, as a beatdown player, I feel like these Goblin nerfs might even went too far. I know they're making the deploy speed faster, but with the first hit speed being slower, I definitely think it's an overall nerf. I feel like they went a little too hard on the Goblins. I would have liked Supercell not really to touch like the core Goblin groups, but maybe just touch Evo Dart a little bit, because I still feel like that card feels very... I don't know. Maybe the statistics don't back me up. It just feels like very tilting. But I don't know. Especially after Evo E-Drag not being what it used to be. But I don't know. Let me know how you guys think of the balance changes. Comment what you think. Make sure to like and subscribe. Golemcr out. BBL!